check this fun fold out. I call it a flip it card. I don't know what its actual name is, but I think it's so cool, and I'm going to show you how to make it. It's so easy when you know how. So let's get started. Now I'm going to go through the cutting and scoring. The measurements will be in metric and imperial. Don't worry too much about trying to get it all down if you can't remember. If I'm clever, I'll add the measurements in a graphic in the video. Otherwise, I'll add it in the description on YouTube. But it will go out as a written tutorial to my newsletter subscribers next week. So if you are let me say that again, if you're a subscriber, you will get that out soon. If you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, just hit the head to the link that's in the description. And I send out a weekly tutorial each week for all my lovely subscribers to keep you inspired. So let's get to you will need your card base. It's 17.8 centimeters by 12.6 centimeters, or 7 inches by 5 inches. I'll get to the scoring of that in a moment. You'll also need lots of different pieces of pattern paper. Choose the pattern you like. I'll get to the measurements for those in a moment. And you might like to have some white card that you can add to the back. You can decorate the front as you like. So we'll get to the scoring of the base now. Now we're going to cut our card base. So we'll grab our paper trimmer. Just make sure that is in view for you. So you're going to start on your short side. You're going to score that. Make sure you score that at 6.3 centimeters or 2.5 inches. So it's the halfway point. So make sure that you're using your scoring tool. Give that a bit of a score. If we turn it around onto the long side, you are going to cut it at 8.9 centimeters or 3.5 inches. So it's just down to that score line. So I find it helpful if you just bring your trimmer down to that mark that we scored at, so the 6.3 centimeters or the 2.5 inches, and just go up from there. It's much easier than trying to see that score starting from the top. So you're cutting that. Now turn that to 180 degrees to the other side. You're going to cut that at 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches. So once again, go to that score line, the 6.3 centimeters or 2.5 inches, and you're going to cut up from there. Flip that over, same again, cut that at 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches, and we're going to go from that score line. It's hard to see. So there you have your base card, your mechanism. We can get our paper trimmer out of the way now. Now, just a note, just a tip for you. Do you find when you cut, sometimes you get a little bit of a frayed edge, where you get that raised bump, and especially noticeable because this is a card that flips. So what I do is I just grab the sanding block and just give that a light sand on those cut edges, and that just takes away some of that raised edge or the fraying bit. I just use a regular sanding block that you can get. Craft one, or it could be a makeup one, a nail one. It just only needs to be very fine. So now we have our base. Let's just fold this on the score line. So we have that. Now, to actually get it to flip, you can see I've got the larger sections at the top. You're going to grab this right side and it's going to pull that towards you, down towards you, and you'll find this piece comes up with it. So let's do that again. Grab the right side larger one at the top, pull it towards you, and it flips, and then you can decorate it. So just a couple of points on your papers that you use. We'll just grab those. You use any pattern that you like. You're going to have 3 larger ones, 3 smaller ones. Our larger pieces. Now they could all be the same pattern. They could be different ones. Just have them coordinating. I've used 4 different prints for these. It's entirely up to you. Now for our larger pieces, I've used 4 different prints. It's up to you. You might choose to have it all the same patterns or have different ones. Have them coordinating. It's entirely up to you. You can make this card for Christmas or for any occasion. So for our larger pieces, they're going to be 8.5 centimeters by 5.9 centimeters, or 3 3/8 by 2 3/8. Our smaller ones are 3.4 centimeters by 5.9 centimeters, or 1 3/8 by 2 3/8. Now before we stick anything down, we want to lay it out so we can see how it is, because you might just put them all down and then think, oh, well, how's that going to work? Lay them out, but think about it as to how it flips. All right, I'm doing that, but what's it going to look like? Will you have that one there? It's a bit tricky. Just take some time to think about it. So what I have done on my card, we'll have that one there, and we're going to have the dots on here. Then you're going to add your stripy bit here, add some stars on this one, and lay it out. So just think about it. I guess that's the tricky part. So you just want to take some time. I had to actually write it down on some paper, where it's going to go, how it's going to flip. And I put that one under there. So if I grab these before I stick them, I'm just thinking about how it's going to go. And this one will go here, and this one will go here. So it will go in position like that. So then you can glue it down. So let's just take our time. Let's move that out of the way. So we want to have this like this, and we're going to lay our other piece down here. So it gives you a bit of an idea. So then we can glue it down. Of course, you can put some paper underneath the other ones too, but I'm just doing it this way for now. So it just takes a little time to work it out. When you make it the first time, you might want to make it all one pattern just to help you figure out how to do it, or just use 2 prints. I think this will look great for a numbered birthday, maybe a 50th or 80th, 21st, and you can just have that pop up with a number on it. That'll look really cool. Stick that down. If you're unsure, just keep an eye on what's happening. I'm going to put this one here. Then I can flip this over if you want to test it out. We've got that like that. I'm flipping it, so then I can have this way. Now my hands are all sticky. Everything's sticking down. So we've got a pattern like that. So now we can stick these ones down. And it's a good idea to use like the multi-purpose glue or a liquid glue. So you can wiggle it, and if you suddenly realize that you've stuck the wrong piece down, you can gently lift it off. So position them all first makes much difference. So if we test that out, that's going to flip like that. Now to decorate it, let's move the glue out of the way. So I've added a white piece to go on the back. This is an area so you can write on. I've just added a strip of the gold stripy paper and some stars. So now this measurement, it could be pattern paper, it could be however you like it. This piece is 9.8 centimeters by 5.9 centimeters, or 3 7/8 of an inch by 2 3/8 of an inch. So that will glue down there. So once again, just think about it. When you hold it like that, the person will see the writing. You might make it a flip card, maybe, then they won't see it. Oh, the options are endless. And then at the front, that measurement is the same, but with this one, I've actually cut a tag and added the cute little elf character from the Festive Friends. It's entirely up to you how you decorate it. So what do you think? Is this a card that you'd love to make? A flip it card? Make it for someone special, whether it's for Christmas or a birthday or another occasion. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you want to see more videos like this of fun folds, then be sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. If you like any of the supplies, then you can stop by my store. But I hope that you get to make one. So happy crafting. Until next time. Bye.